everyone, Laserbits here, nice to see you. In today's video, I am going to show you exactly how I make my neon signs and outline drawings in Rec Room. Now, step 1 is to spawn in the desktop sharing screen. Now, not everyone has permission to use this, which I know sucks. I've put a link in the description so that you can find more information about it, although at the moment Rec Room aren't accepting applications and instead they're working on making the tool available for everyone. But if you don't have permission yet and you don't want to wait around for it to be available for everyone, there is another option. It's not as good, but I suggest if you don't have access to the sharing screen, instead spawn in the canvas, markers and eraser and work on drawing a rough draft of your design by hand first so that you have something to trace when it comes to using the Maker Pen. These 3 tools are available for free in the Maker Pen if you click on Palette, then Inventions and then search for them in the search bar. But for this tutorial, obviously I'm going to use the screen and I'm going to keep it really simple and just make a neon sign with my name and my new profile pic on it. The very first thing I did was use a font generator to come up with a cool glitchy font saying my name, and then I enlarged it and brought it up on the screen with my profile picture. So this is the design I'm going to create. What you have to do on your Maker Pen is click on Tools and then make sure it's on Create. Then you go to the palette and choose Tube, and then you can go to Swatches and choose whatever you want. I'm going to go with a ruby neon for my material and color. Then go back to Tools and make sure the snapping tool is on Surface. If it's on Grid, then look, what you create is going to come up in front of you instead of on the board. So we'll undo that. Click Surface, and then you're literally just going to hold your pen up and trace over it. Now, it's up to you. You can choose to use uniform shapes or not. I have shaky hands, so I'm always going to use the uniform shapes option because it kind of keeps everything in line. The other thing that I suggest doing is enlarging this as much as you can. That's all I can manage to do on my screen. But what you can do is scale the screen itself up. Okay, and you just pull the trigger to pull the tubes out like you would any other invention. And that's it. Really, that looks kind of good. Something I should have mentioned is I like to keep the tube radius down on 0.01, the tube height scale on 1 to make sure that it's round like an actual tube, and then I keep the facets on 4. I smooth tubes and connect nearby tubes as well. I think that's all of the options I have selected. I'm not done yet because I'm also going to do the picture. So let's bring the screen back down. All right, now, all right. in order to fix up what's a bit too rough, first I suggest resizing it down to the actual size you want, because sometimes stuff looks much better on a smaller scale. So I'm clicking scale on the maker pen and then bringing it in. I wonder how that looks on screen, but that actually looks kind of cute. For some reason, this S is back in a different position than all the others, which is really weird because I cloned it from the first S, so it really should be on the same thing. So I'm just gonna try and move it into line. I actually think that's perfect. One thing I do is I make all of my neon signs decorations and grabbable. So to do that, you click on configure, then select it, open your maker pen back up, choose decoration, and is grabbable? Yes. And then I won't grab it because I need to make it an invention first. So I've got how to make an invention in a couple of other tutorials, but I'll go through it again in case you're new. So you select the item, then the options pops up, click on that and then click make invention. And then this screen will pop up where you can put in the invention name. I'm going to call this Laserbits neon sign. Then click next. Would you like to save your invention with a room anchor? I don't need to for this because it doesn't matter where it spawns in. It's not a dorm skin. And then take a photo. So then confirm that. Successfully saved. And then you can set a price, add a description, whoops, all of that sort of thing. I'm just going to publish it. For free. I'm gonna like it. And that's all there is to it. I might flip it around the right way. Leave it up there on the corkboard for a while. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you want me to go into a bit more detail if something doesn't make sense, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye!